So I've been going over this idea of celebration, and I want to make this video about celebration, but I realized that I don't know how to celebrate really well. There's a lot of different kinds of celebration. You can have the big celebration like anniversaries and birthdays and holidays and all those different kind of big monumental events. You can also celebrate the little things. And I'm just thinking about life in general. My infant is 8 months old as of a couple of days ago. And we celebrate his first teeth that he's got, his ability to be able to eat solid foods, about him saying mama, dada, all those different things. And celebration for him looks like just being able to splash in water. Every single time he wants to celebrate, it's a unique way of celebrating. And then we've got big organized celebrations, ones that take days to prepare. My mother-in-law knows how to celebrate. If it's your birthday, you want to be in her good graces because then she will throw you a celebration party. I love how she throws celebrations. Not only does she make sure that the atmosphere and the food are wonderful, she makes sure that you, the person that they are celebrating, feels loved. And I absolutely love that process. Just being able to say, you know what? Something amazing has happened and we can celebrate it. I wonder how you guys celebrate things in general, but for me, for this period of my life, we have a celebration almost daily. Whether it's my son learning how to draw a new letter for preschool, my infant knowing how to do some random silly new thing, or me and my wife just celebrating time here, or just little nuances about our marriage that we have between each other. So how do you guys celebrate things? I think that the ability to celebrate, it doesn't just happen. It doesn't just naturally show up, and yet it does. I think the ability to say, you know what, we need to make some kind of a celebration party or appointment or in the moment cheer and smile just naturally happens. I just think about football. Football, you get a touchdown, cause a celebration. Everybody's cheering, at least if you're the team that scored. Or I coached tennis. Every single time you had that point, pump fist. You had to get that point. And then there's the video games or the ministry or just being able to say, you know what? Someone said yes to Jesus today, and what that celebration looks like. So this weekend we had a huge celebration for the school parade. Up and down the streets, my son enjoyed candy galore, which was ridiculous, the amount of candy that he got this year. But what does it mean to celebrate? This is something I want to learn better. How do you get that attitude, that entire being of wanting to celebrate? I think that this is something I need to quiz my mother-in-law on. How is it that you get to that point that you just naturally want to celebrate? How do you go above and beyond the ability to say, yes, you did something amazing, and smile? My wife is my wife grew up in that kind of a life. And so whenever she does something amazing, my response is, thanks so much. That's my celebration. And so I want to try to kick it up a notch and try to figure out how to do that better. And to be able to just say, you know what? You are amazing. You are wonderful. And this is not, if this were a love language, this would be my lowest score. If this was on that Myers-Briggs, it would be the worst 5. So I need to figure out how to get that mindset, because I understand what it means to see joy. Whenever we talk about the Christmas story and people have these amazing plays, Jesus on the cross doesn't make me cry. But Jesus helping the orphans and the widows and the children, I'm just bawling like a baby. And for me, that's the celebration in this process. And then other people see Jesus on the cross and they're like, that's the reason. I'm like, yeah, it is. So maybe my version of celebrating is more of a tangible, Let me get in there. Let me do it. Let me remember who you are. Let me remember this moment about you in this process, which maybe that's my own celebration. So what does it mean for you to celebrate? What does it mean for you to do that well? And how can you celebrate the little things like my infant does? And having those little moments, not that it's they said yes to Jesus, but they said yes to coming to church for the first time in 20 years. What about the fact of saying, yes, we can have this birthday party, but also, yes, you got your driver's license, and even if it took 5 times, and just trying to be able to get to that point where we are more in the realm of celebrating than putting down, more in the realm of wanting to just have that joy and that profound excitement as a community for each other. For me, it's infectious whenever other people have it, but I have to put myself in those positions, and I feel like I do sometimes. I put myself in a position where I am surrounded by that kind of an atmosphere. It's not my natural go-to, but I love to see those people in community. My introverted self says, you know what? If you don't have that, it's going to be that much harder for you to be my friend. People on Church Mag, you guys are celebrating galore, and I love that. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on that. Leave some comments down below. What do you guys think about celebration? How do you do it well? And what is some more things that you want to learn or teach other people about? Thanks, guys. See ya.
And all you can do.